Hey, what is going on guys? My name is Nort, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I have some really cool news to bring to you guys, and this is regarding the next addition to the Lowriders update. So you guys may or may not know about some of the secret things Rockstar Games added into this DLC, and something which you guys might not know about is that there are actually 3 vehicles which weren't publicly released in this update, but were still added. And some of you guys might be thinking, wait, how is that even possible? Why would Rockstar Games add in stuff privately? Why wouldn't they just add it in at a later date? Well, when Rockstar Games add in a DLC, they have to get it approved by Microsoft, by Sony, by Steam, any sort of platform they want to introduce this DLC on. It has to be approved by that platform itself, and this process is very time consuming, it probably costs money, so on Rockstar's behalf, it's probably more convenient to add in all of their privated content alongside this DLC, so when they plan to release it, they can just flick a switch and add it in the game, because it's already technically in the game. It's just a really convenient way of piling a few updates together and releasing these updates along a time schedule which Rockstar Games have produced. Now by doing this, they are also exposing some of the privated items, as leakers and modders and anyone who takes a look into the game files can discover these things and take a look at what they are and essentially leak out what these things are early before the release, so it's not really a surprise, we know what's coming. However, anything Rockstar Games want to protect, they will of course not add in DLCs, so it's just something Rockstar Games do. Many other companies do it as well. It's just to save time, money, and loads of effort. Of course, the big things are protected, the smaller things aren't protected, but just taking a look into the game files, we found some extra vehicles which weren't added into the game, but there is more information about this. We've also got the prices, the livery designs, and more things about these vehicles which will be added in sometime soon. We can't predict a date, as Rockstar Games can now add these things in whenever they want to. It could be at 1 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday night, it could be at 3 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday night, it could be any time they want to. We're going to be looking at the exact same situation we saw with the Sultan RS and the Banshee 900R. Rockstar Games will just add this in on a random day, we'll get a newswire post and we'll have these vehicles added in. But something which we have is the prices and more information about this. So just taking a look at this image, this is taken from the Benny's Original Motorworks site. Now don't worry, the vehicles aren't added into the game yet, but someone using mods has managed to add them into the game and take a small sneak peek at what the base prices are. So the 3 new vehicles are the Vapid Minivan, the Declasse Tornado, and the Declasse Sabre Turbo. And the Sabre Turbo is the cheapest of all 3 at $15,000 for a base price, with the Vapid Minivan and the Tornado equalizing at $30,000 each, which in my opinion is a very modest price for these vehicles. However, don't get your hopes up just yet. TezFunds2, otherwise known as FunMW2, tweeted out the price and base price, the conversion price to upgrade it, of all of these vehicles on his Twitter page. And starting off with the Tornado Custom, as you saw, the default price was $30,000, but the upgrade price in Benny's Original Motorworks is $375,000. The same goes for the Minivan Custom with $30,000 default price, but with an upgrade price of $330,000, and then the Sabre Turbo Custom has a default price of $15,000 and a conversion price of $490,000, coming just underneath the faction which we got in this DLC, which is insane. That's a lot of money. I can almost guarantee that each vehicle is going to cost up to around $1 million each when you do decide to fully customize it, or if you do decide to fully customize it in Benny's Original Motorworks. If this isn't enough proof for you guys, you can actually go on Benny's Original Motorworks on the website and take a look at the 3 vehicles in the pictures you can see in the middle of the home screen. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, if you go onto Benny's Original Motorworks, go onto the home screen, you will see loads of images of cars. However, right in the middle, you will see 3 images of 3 randomly selected cars, which you can customize in Benny's Original Motorworks. Now, this is either a mistake on Rockstar's behalf or something which they added in to tease these vehicles off, but you can see the Sabre Turbo, also the Minivan, and the Tornado sitting in these 3 images, which alternate every time you go on the home page. So simply refresh the home page over and over again until you come across these images on the home screen. So taking a look at each livery design, we have some pretty cool ones for the Sabre Turbo. I'm going to be showing off the best ones as images, but you can also see some tweets about the livery designs. I'll leave the sources in the description below. So taking a look at the Sabre GT Turbo, we can see some livery designs designs already. We have a blue one, we have a fiery one, we have some etched into the bonnet, stuff which makes it look rusty as well, which is pretty cool. There's some really interesting designs. I love the designs for the Sabre GT, and personally, I think this is going to be my most favorite vehicle when it does come out. It's also got a really nice black scratch effect on it as well, something similar to the other livery designs we got in this update. We also have some awesome designs for the Tornado. These are more classic. There's quite a bit of rusty designs. There's some scratched in designs as well. Stuff which doesn't take up too much of the car, just nice little designs which wrap around the car in small lines and formations as well. We also have the minivan liveries, and these ones look pretty pessimistic from what we've seen so far. However, some of them do look pretty nice. Now, we also have the Skull and Bones. We have another fiery one. We also have a few awesome designs etched into it as well, stuff which I think you guys will love. And there's also a green and blue design which will take up the entire of the livery as well, and the van, which I think you guys will also like as well. So personally, if I had to choose my favorite car, I am looking forward to the Sabre GT. I'm sure a lot of you guys are as well. But like I said, all of these vehicles are unfortunately privated. However, Rockstar Games can release these whenever they want to with a flick of a switch, as they are already in the game. They're already uploaded in this DLC. They're just not available to anyone playing the game yet, as they are not switched on public. But it looks like we'll be seeing them public sometime soon, maybe next week, maybe next month, hopefully within the next month or so, and hopefully it'll be a surprise when Rockstar Games decide to add these in. If you guys are still unsure about whether we're seeing these 3 vehicles for some whatever reason, don't worry too much. There's still going to be more vehicles being added in. Rockstar Games did confirm this in their small trailer they did yesterday at the end in the last frame, saying more Lowriders coming soon, quote for quote. And there's also something really interesting on the website, which showcases a gap between Details 22 and Details 28. Now, there's actually a 5-car gap in between. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean we're getting 5 more cars in between, but it's just very interesting to see why Rockstar Games added in these vehicles with a 5 gap difference in between. And of course, we already know there's 3 new vehicles coming in, but does this mean there's 2 more vehicles which are yet to be added into the game files, 2 more vehicles which are yet to be added to Benny's Original Motorworks? It wouldn't be any surprise to me, and it wouldn't be any surprise to any of you guys, as Benny's Mod Shop is a great portal for Rockstar Games to start designing more liveries and more unique versions of the amazing vehicles in the game. But unfortunately, we cannot confirm whether we're seeing any more vehicles coming to Benny's Original Motorworks, as we do not have any information from Rockstar Games about this yet. Also, something else to mention is that there are not 28 vehicles in Benny's Original Motorworks, yet we have Details 28, which is essentially translated to number 28. So if this is the case, there's plenty more vehicles in between which are yet to be added. So maybe Rockstar Games are planning to add up to 28 vehicles in Benny's Original Motorworks, including the stuff we already have in there. So maybe there's about 10 or a dozen left to be added. Once again, it wouldn't surprise me if Rockstar Games did this over time, but it's just something interesting to take a look at and check out. But once again, this could be nothing. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to smack that like button, as it would be very much appreciated. And also, if you did enjoy, and if you are new here, make sure you click that subscribe button as well, so you won't miss out on any more Grand Theft Auto 5 content every single day. Anyway, guys, I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments section below, and my name is Naught, and I will catch you guys next time.